Hi everyone, welcome to today's video. For today, it is, what day are we on? We are on day 4 of my 12 days of Christmas. If you haven't been following along, doing 12 days of Christmas, so a project for the first 12 days every single day of December. So we're 4 days in, this is project number 4. If you haven't checked out the first 3 projects, make sure you go check those out. There's some giveaways wrapped up in there, and some really cute projects so far. So I hope you guys enjoyed this one as well. I loved this one. So we're going to be making this really cute little greeting card. It's a nice size. It's not your normal sized card. Do I have a normal sized card somewhere? Oh yeah, see, this was day 3. So it's not a normal sized, a standard size card. It's a little bit of a different dimension, but it's really cute. So I hope you guys like it and enjoy it. So to talk about what you need to create this project, this is all about the Ride With Me stamp set. So this is actually a stamp set that is in our annual catalog, but can absolutely be used during the holiday season. So you have, we're going to be using the Christmas tree here, but you have like some pumpkins, you have some balloons that you can kind of have coming out of the truck. The other really cool thing about this stamp set is that it actually has a coordinating die set, which creates a actual truck that stands up like a little tree box. So we're not going to be using that today. We're just going to be using the stamps, but that is something that's in our annual catalog, and I do believe that that is a bundle. So if you purchase that, you can get a little extra off of each of those products. So anyways, like I said, we're going to be using the Ride With Me stamp set. And then for ink, we're going to be using Cherry Cobbler and Shaded Spruce, which are both from our Regals collection. We're going to be using 3 of our Stampin' Write markers today. So I have So Saffron, as well as Pear Pizzazz, which are from our Subtles collection. And then I have Real Red, which is also from our Regals collection. For a little embellishment, we have our Red Rhinestone Basic Jewels, which are super cute. If you like these, they may or may not be included in a giveaway that I have coming up during the 12 days of Christmas. I don't know. And then for paper, what we have is, so this is a piece of Very Vanilla, and this is cut at 3 3/4 by 3 3/4. So you will see that in my sample, I used Whisper White, but once I created the card and I looked at the designer series paper, it totally would go better with Very Vanilla. So that's what I'm using for today. So Very Vanilla, cut at 3 3/4 by 3 3/4. Then I have a piece of this designer series paper. Excuse me, and this is from the Toll Tidings Designer Series paper stack. So this one is cut at 4 1/4 by 4 1/4. And then for our card base, this is cut at 9 inches by 4 1/2, and then it is scored at 8 1/2. So kind of a unique size of a card, but I think it looks super cute, and it's just something a little different, especially for the holiday season when you want to kind of mix it up and show people some really new stuff and exciting stuff. So let's go ahead and jump into making this card. Okay, so I have my piece of Very Vanilla here, and I am going to go ahead and take my Cherry Cobbler and my Shaded Spruce ink. I'm going to start with Cherry Cobbler. And I have the little truck stamp here on a block, and I'm going to go ahead and ink it up in my Cherry Cobbler ink. Now, the reason that I chose these colors is because I wanted the background, or I'm sorry, the outline of the images to be a little bit darker than the colors that I'm actually going to color them in with. So that's why I went with Cherry Cobbler and Shaded Spruce. Now I'm just going to line up my truck here. I want to do it center left to right, and then about center top to bottom. So you can really kind of experiment with what you think looks the best. I just think that placement looks really cute. So, whoa, sorry, I just got really distracted. I'm good. I promise I'm good. I feel like the last couple videos have been absolutely chaotic, so I'm going to try my hardest for this one to not be so chaotic. So that's all we need with the Cherry Cobbler ink. Now I'm going to bring in my Shaded Spruce ink. I'm going to open this one up, and I'm going to need this for 2 things. So first, I'm going to take the little tree image, and I'm going to ink this up in Shaded Spruce. And then this goes right into the back of the tree, or I'm sorry, the back of the truck, not the back of the tree. It is the tree. And then I also have my little greeting, or my little sentiment here that says, wishing you loads of Christmas cheer. And I'm also going to ink this up in my Shaded Spruce ink, and then I'm going to stamp it right underneath the truck. just like that. Super stinking cute. And I can already tell you, I love, love, love these colors on Very Vanilla. They look so pretty. So pretty. So you could absolutely leave it like this. I think just this without any coloring would be really, really pretty and super cute. Very clean and crisp and elegant. But, of course, I have to take it up a notch. So I'm going to go ahead and color. So I'm going to take my So Saffron marker, and I'm just going to color a couple things on the truck. Like, I feel like that's a light. I'm going to color this little bit here, and then I'm also going to color the window. And the main reason that I decided to do this was because I wanted to have a little bit more texture and dimension and a little bit more interest on the card versus just a stamped image there. So that's why I went ahead and colored a few things. You absolutely don't have to. Like I said, leave it as is if you like it that way. Now I'm going to take my Real Red ink, and I'm just going to, again, color in a couple things. I'm not coloring in the entire truck, just a couple kind of things that I want to stand out a little bit more. So, and I'm also not using the Stampin' blends. I'm using my Stampin' Write markers because these areas are so tiny. I don't know that you would really see a bunch of blending anyway. That's kind of how I make the determination if I'm going to use a blend or a Stampin' Write marker. I just kind of think if I were to add a bunch of dimension and blend a bunch, would you actually be able to see the depth and dimension? Would you actually be able to see the difference of all of that work that you're putting into it? And you absolutely can in smaller images. For me personally, I'm not good enough at it, I think, to really want to put the time and energy for such a small image. That's kind of where I more so come from. And then the last thing I'm going to do is take my Pear Pizzazz marker, and I'm just going to kind of color in my tree. Just like that. I'm kind of just doing a rough go at it. It doesn't have to be perfect. There's that. The last thing I'm going to do is take my little red rhinestones here, and I'm just going to add a couple of these to the tree like they were ornaments. So I'm going to just use my Take Your Pick tool to kind of help me pick some of these guys up. And I'm just going to stick them in random places. But like I said, my idea was that these were little ornaments on the tree. Obviously, most people don't put ornaments on their tree as they are bringing it home in like the back of a truck. But I mean, it's the general concept. You got some ornaments on the tree, and I wanted to add a little bit of extra something to the tree in the back. And this seemed like a good little alternative. And I actually think I want one more right on the bottom of the tree. Right there. Perfect. Adorable. I love it. I don't know where the top to my poker tool just went, so I'm going to throw it over there and hope I don't poke myself later today. So now I'm just going to flip this guy over. I'm going to grab my snail. And I'm going to keep this a pretty flat card just because I like the look of that. But if you wanted to use some dimensionals, put it on there, give it a little bit of extra texture and dimension, go for it. So I have that on there, and then I'm just going to bring in my card base and do the exact same thing. And there is that. Oops, whoops. I just took one of the little gems off, so let's put her back on there. I must not have stuck it down all the way. Whoops. There we go. And there is our little card. I think this one is absolutely adorable. Super easy to do, super cute. And yeah, I hope you guys like it. So don't forget, you can purchase any of these products 24/7 just by going to littlemooncreation.stampinup.net, or you can visit the coordinating blog post, which is the first link in the description box below, which will tell you everything that you need, all of that good stuff, and also link you to the 12 Days of Christmas videos that I have. So I hope you guys are having a fantastic day, and I will see you tomorrow for day 5 of my 12 Days of Christmas. So I will see you guys then.